Just a quick video from my last update. I put out there just to say on the comments whether you'd like to see an update of where it progressed within regards to the construction of the layout. Mixed reviews, 50-50, so I thought I'd jump in and show you what I've managed to do up to now and what the plans are for the next part of what I've got to do. So we'll be back in a sec. So firstly, it's been a week since Whalley. This year I think was a great show, as it always is. Quite a few good layouts. One that caught my eye was the N-scale American layout that was scaled to exact 5 miles. That, well, I was stood at it with Matt Slade of Jubilee Road, and me and him were both astounded of how they'd even managed to build it as it was and put it together and make it even work. We did notice that there was 8 people operating the layout. Hands down, fair play. That layout is absolutely amazing. Yeah, got some goodies. Most of it for Christmas, although the one you can see there is what I treated myself to. Other than that, met a few people. Met Alan from Dragon Junction, Paul from Galgorm Hall, John Warner from Manchester Piccadilly, and off the top of my head, Kathy Millett, and also when I was stood next to Richard of New Junction when he was videoing the intro on the Saturday, I think it was. I think I'm going to get this person right. I hope I am. If I'm not, I apologise, but I didn't get your name when you came running to me. So yeah, the gentleman who subscribed to me came running to me with his son. Said, you know, watched the latest video the other day, it was great. Keep up with the content. I asked him, you know, what did he think of the content and the channel and all the rest of it, just as to gauge, you know, to see what I can improve on. And yeah, got some good positive things. And yeah, I didn't expect to meet one subscriber this channel that's subscribed to me, so thank you very much. I didn't think that I think I'm currently on 440, I think. So yeah, when it first started down in the small bedroom, yeah, as everyone else says, it's just this is just to record progress of what I'm doing with my layout and, you know, how I interpret things, like we all do as modelers. I came from doing plastic kits, always wanted a layout when I was a kid, didn't quite have one, so, you know, being older, I've got one, and now I've gone even bigger, and I'm where we are today. So yeah, thank you very much for that. The other gentleman that was buying stuff off Jumble Lane Printing, I was talking to him. I can't quite remember, he did say his channel name. I apologise, I have forgotten. I've had a bit of an up down week, so yeah, again, thank you very much to that one. Thank you to the new subscribers. I think I had 6. I've had 6 within the past week since the Stuart did the video upon Whalley, which again, I suppose having these subs gives me motivation to get the layout done, not just for my benefit, but for everyone else's, that hopefully when I've got it running, you know, I can have people come and visit the layout. So yeah, other than that, yeah, I had a good weekend. Dave Spears at David Train Time, spent the weekend with him in his house. It was very, very nice of him to do so. Jeff of Jumble Lane and Jumble Lane Printing, it was nice to help him out on his stall. It was nice to not do any filming this year. I know other people have. This year I thought I'd take it back and I wouldn't do so, as last year I did film it all and didn't produce a video, and I've still got the stuff sat on a memory card, which yeah, I've had to put on the computer and all the rest of it. But yeah, it was just nice to chill and just enjoy the shows for what it is, instead of trying to rush around and video layouts and trying to do it that way. But yeah, it was a good show all round. During the week, I did say on the Sunday that I was going to do an update within a few days. Thursday I came down with a 24-hour bug. Today is really only the first day that I'm actually feeling 100%. Friday, Thursday I come home straight from work, had a bath, and yeah, it took over. So from about 4:20 to 5 I was in bed, and I didn't get up till 7 o'clock the next morning. Work, I wish I'd have taken the day off, but I wouldn't have got paid for it. Struggled all Friday. Saturday was nearly there, but I didn't want to come on camera and look awful, to say. There's still a few bits around my eyes which I feel, well, looking in the mirror, I know I look like crap, but yeah. So other than that, we will get on with the update. So I'll spin the camera around and we'll go through it all. So we'll be back in a sec. Now for the new subscribers that have come on board, I think it's best always to start off with the area that you've done to start with. So this is where my main focus has been. Just to say that I'm not too mainline there, mainline here. Obviously they go into one single track with a point work there, but I'm not sure whether that'll be the up and that'll be the down. I'm not 100% sure yet until I have trains running. So we've got mainline coming through there. It comes to a point where it just comes into a platform along there. It's just a small one. Along the back there will be retaining walls. Initially I didn't think of what to do with this, but now I know what I'm going to do. The other main lines come in. It comes into double track, so at least I can have a train just sitting in the platform and one coming past. And then, sorry, pardon me, branch line here, which then comes off on set of point work, goes through and around. This will just be used as a disused abandoned station, but mainly for locos coming off, coming in here and then shunting down even to that side in there, or in and around where that corner bit is there. It'll go around and into the TMD, which will be there. That will be a road bridge, which is why I said this now will be along the retaining wall, will follow the tracks more or less. There will be a road that follows it around, which will just link up to that being a normal road bridge and come across. There'll be some industrial buildings there, whatnot. It will more or less look like a concrete bridge. Pardon me, guys, sorry. And then there'll just be a retaining wall here, along here, and then obviously you can see this one. There's a sloping down one, which is one of the kits I said I was going to get. This will just follow on, follow on from there along here up to this bit here, this will be then the town scene. So then this will all be underneath. Sorry, I'm going to take a good drink. Under the town scene. So then the next bit is where you've all been waiting for. So obviously in my last update I said that Jason from Barnabas Junction come round and he sat down, showed me a plan, and said if you like the idea, I can start you off and we'll go with it. So basically these I've got my ruler as a pointer. These boards are on little struts. There's one there, and one on the end, and one on the end. Now, just for the purpose of having trains running for Christmas, the two main lines, although this point here will be getting changed to a, I think it's a right hand or left hand Hornby set can't talk today, set tracked curved point, so then that will get readjusted. So then the idea is there'll be a left-handed point there or somewhere along here to go into a double slip that will be put in the future. This is just here temporarily, which will then go down onto the incline that goes underneath and down onto the fiddle yards. So following the two main lines, they'll both come along here. There is a bit I need to fill in on that one. They'll come sweeping round, pardon me, come over a level crossing and then go up. So obviously from that board there, this is what I've built up to now. If I can try and get down enough to see, so you can see already that board sets the tone for the incline at the back, because it's already on an incline from the top there going down, and then as soon as it hits this bit here, it's already on the rise back up again, which by the time it gets to I think it's by here or so, it's already flat. No, sorry, it's there in between here somewhere, it's already flat. So then the idea is still going to cut out the 3 layers of brick along the bottom of the Metcalfe kit, so then that little buttress line there will be more or less the height of that ish, give or take. So what the plan is, there'll be the double, put it down somewhere, this is just to imitate what we're thinking, or what the plan is, but it'll be the double spanson bridge with it coming out so much, but the retaining wall I'll take out. There'll be a set of stairs coming down, and then there'll be a ticket office here that you have to walk into first, which then this will all be a platform just for the branch line, just to although the two main lines will go through the little village town, which will be along the back there, and obviously filled in all of this bit here. This is just purely just to make it look like the main line station is no longer, it's just, they've just put main lines through basically, whereas the branch line was already connected and they've just not decided to put a station in. So then with obviously the incline going down there, this huge piece of section of scenery was along here. So obviously Jason's idea was, well, if you're going down underneath, all this scenic area is going to be up. So that's what we've practically done. It's not 100% at the minute, but it's sitting down. You can just see that little gap there, which is where it'll come down, and more or less by here. I do need to cut a bit out of that support there, or just block out whatever, and then these need to be raised 2 inches, which is there, and then I'll still have room to get underneath, but then it moves. The one, it moves, you can't really see practically, but as it's coming down, it's moving away, I think 7 inches or so away from the backboard, so that along the back there, the other incline will go up along, and then by the time it reaches over here somewhere, there'll just be a point, single slip and a double slip, for it to connect back up to the points. So the branch line comes along, will come down along the bottom here, under the bridge, into a little platform, and then gradually from about, when camera wants to focus, from about there it'll go up, and I've worked out by the time it gets to round over there that it'll be level. I might shorten it down, so then the plan is for a little road bridge to come across here, and then this bit be built up with a church, a road going along the back, and then that will either be where the farm is or the manor house, or I might just put the manor house up in that corner, or I might put the church up there. I'm not 100% sure on where stuff's going to go. So we'll leave it at that for a minute, and I will be back in a second. So with the purchase of Worley was this Virgin Voyager. It's all in its original boxing, which was by, I'm trying to look at the box, Bachmann. So obviously it's class 221 with the tilting action, and it is in mint condition, which I think the price I've paid for it is an absolute steal. Obviously the little sellotape things are for the couplings that go just to keep them secure. I was after the cross-country livery, but to be fair, I'm quite happy with this one. As I said, it does look really good with, well, on the layout as it is, but also I can try and get it there with the tilting, which I've loosely started. It's kind of moved at the minute due to the fact that I'm not 100% on, not 100% sure on the track work. It's just making sure that I've got it in the right place and it's going to flow easily together. So the next part, obviously these retaining walls, I've still got 3 packs downstairs, which will continue. Obviously, I think from about there, the incline will start. So I think from about here, the Metcalfs might just have to kit bash and where the track just goes up, and then all of a sudden it's just like a little wall, and then nothing somewhere along there, I think it is. So obviously, as I said, the next part is sorting all this out and raising them up 2 inches, which my father-in-law has said that he will help me next weekend, as it took us, well, it's a 2-man job basically, because there's a batten that goes from all the way there to there, which you can't do by yourself, because obviously you need to hold it in place level and drill the holes. So yeah, it's as it is. So obviously I've only managed to get up to here, and I can't do this next bit because I haven't secured this board down yet, but also I need to continue cutting for the incline coming up, where that's going to go, and also then to continue that, these need to be raised up first. So then coming around here, this will be raised up, hopefully at some point along here it'll nearly be there height wise to this board, and then this track will come round more or less to here, and then this then will be a small little TMD area just to store some of the single locos where I haven't got rakes mixed up and stuff, and a few diorama scenes that I've got thinking in my head. Obviously with this section here, I did mention about having a canal scene which was originally going to go, let me think, it wanted to go over there, but the way that's shaped up, it's not physically possible, it just wouldn't look right. So the plan is to drop the board ever so slightly and make like a little weird V section and put the canal along here, and then as it goes towards the end, angle it around the corner to make it look like it goes somewhere. And what I might do is put a mirror on the end to make it look like, you know, it does go, but that bit will be under a bridge support by there, so that'll tie in this section. And then hopefully, you know, once I've got, as I said, the main focus is to get the trains running. There will be a slip, well, I'm saying a single slip, I think it might have to be a single slip just to allow and connect the branch line up to go over. So if I wanted something to run on the branch line, I can bring it up, and I know it's only this bit that I could be able to do it, but I may see if I can put in another point over there on that curve somewhere, slip it in, so then it can go down, and then it'll more or less go along the back there and then down and underneath. So then the idea is then to not so much have as many tracks as I've got underneath here, but to narrow them down. So I think I'll have, what have I got now? 4 for each. So what I might do is I have the mainline stuff over here with 2 through lines in the middle. Before they hit to the end of the board, they single down, go round, and then spur off into I'll just all connect up and go up the ramp. And then for this section here, have underneath this part the bit for the branch line, which, to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna have a lot of stock on the branch line running. It's just not as much as the main line, I think. But the plan was for this blank area was to kind of have a heritage line theme coming in, and then under this race section here have a small little fiddly 2-3 track that I could manage, and it go back and forth, which I might just leave. I might just put in a track, wooden sleeper one, and just make it look like it goes underneath the bridge, but then it was discontinued and it just got took up, and then just make this entire bit of the platform here unused, abandoned, as I know there's a lot of platforms in certain stations, especially in Wrexham there's 2 that are on the far side which don't get used at all, apart from maintenance locos coming in, staying there for a few months and then leaving. So then this, I'm not 100% sure of what to do with this, but it'll be what it'll be. And then obviously there'll be an embankment coming down along there, and then this will be the stone version of this going there, so it's not all retaining wall and looking bland. So then the idea is, obviously the town scene then will be high up, so then I'll have a 3-tier scenic section, which will look good, I think. Looking down onto what I've done, it does look good. And to be fair, I have already tested the track to see if it works. I will put them clips in. I tried the 66, no sorry, not 68, 37, both 68s, the Pendolino, and I think there was another one I tried, which all seemed to work. So that's where I'm really at, guys. Thank you very much for sitting down and watching. Hopefully I can get a bit more done, and well, we'll be back at Christmas time, I suppose. So thank you again. Please feel free to comment and like, and bye for now.